What's up, 12s? Hold on to your jerseys because we've got some absolutely massive news that's going to shake the very foundation of the Pacific Northwest. Three earth-shattering developments have just dropped that could completely reshape our beloved Seahawks' destiny this season. And trust me, you're not ready for what's coming. We're talking about a head coach dropping bombshell injury updates that could make or break our playoff dreams. A cornerback who just delivered the performance of his career when we needed it most. And a reunion possibility that has every single member of the 12s losing their absolute minds. The energy in Seattle is electric right now, and if you're not already sitting down, you better find a chair, because what we're about to tell you is going to blow your mind. Listen up, 12s, hit that like button right now. If you're ready for some incredible Seahawks news, drop a comment below with your predictions and make sure you're subscribed, because you don't want to miss a single update about our championship journey. This is the kind of news that separates the real fans from the bandwagoners. And I know every single one of you reading this bleeds green and blue, but here's the thing that's going to absolutely shock you. One of our key defensive leaders just received news from the coaching staff that could determine whether we're making a deep playoff run or watching from home in January. The implications are massive, and what Mike Macdonald revealed to the media is going to change everything you thought you knew about our season. Mike Macdonald just dropped the most important injury updates of the entire season and 12s. The news is both incredible and terrifying at the same time. Our head coach stepped up to the podium and delivered information that has every single Seahawks fan on the edge of their seats, because three of our most crucial defensive stars are finally getting the green light. Derek Hall, Devin Witherspoon, and Julian Love. Three names that make opposing offenses shake in their cleats are all expected to return after our bye week. Can you believe it? Our defensive backbone is coming back together just when we need them most. These aren't just any players. These are the heart and soul of what makes our defense absolutely dominant when healthy. But wait, 12s, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows in the Emerald City. Jonathan Hankins, our massive nose tackle who anchored our run defense last season, received some devastating news. Coach Macdonald confirmed that Hankins will not be returning after the bye week, which means our interior defensive line is going to have to step up in ways we never expected. The rollercoaster doesn't stop there. Christian Haynes might be making his return, with Macdonald giving us a cautious. We'll see that as every 12 analysing every single word for hidden meaning. And here's something that's going to get you hyped. Rookie Riley Mills is just for 6 weeks away from suiting up, which could give us the depth we desperately need down the stretch. But the most exciting news, Robbie Yoss, our powerhouse fullback, is expected back at practice after the bye 12. You know what this means? Our ground game is about to get nasty again. Ever since Al went down with that ankle injury, our running attack hasn't looked the same, and getting him back could be the difference between good and great. Hold on to something solid, because what happened on Monday Night Football is going to absolutely blow your mind. 12 elves. What we witnessed from Riq Woolen against the Houston Texans wasn't just a good game. It was a statement that silenced every single critic and hater who dared question his place on this team. This man stepped onto that field and delivered the kind of shutdown performance. That reminds everyone why he's capable of being an absolute nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Woolen was targeted 8 times by the Texans. And here's what's going to make your jaw drop. He allowed just 3 completions for a measly 21 yards. That's not just good coverage. That's elite lockdown Pro Bowl level dominance that had C.J. Stroud looking like he was throwing into a brick wall. When Nico Collins, Houston's best receiver, tried to test Woolen, he got absolutely shut down with just 1 completion for 3 yards, 12s. Let's be real for a second. We've all seen Woolen struggle this season. His passer rating allowed was at a career high, and there were whispers, rumors, and doubts swirling around his future in Seattle. Trade rumors were heating up, with talking heads suggesting we should move him for a 5th-round pick. But Monday night, Monday night was Woolen, reminding everyone exactly who he is when he's locked in. Sure, he still whiffed on a couple of tackles. Nobody's perfect, but when it comes to what he gets paid to do, which is covering receivers and breaking up passes, Woolen was absolutely unstoppable. He had a pass breakup, shut down the deep ball, and made life absolutely miserable for every receiver who tried to challenge him. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. 12 elves. With Devin Witherspoon and Julian Love still nursing their injuries, Woolen stepped up and carried our secondary on his shoulders, like the elite cornerback we always knew he could be. Josh, Jobe, and Darian Kendrick have shown flashes. But having a healthy, confident Woolen makes our entire defense exponentially more dangerous. And here's what's got General Manager John Schneider and Coach McDonald smiling. If there were any teams thinking about trading for Woolen, his asking price just skyrocketed. Instead of a 5th rounder, we're talking about a 4th round pick or better. But honestly, 12s, after what we saw Monday night, why would we ever want to trade him? But wait until you hear about the reunion possibility that has every 12 in the Pacific Northwest absolutely losing their minds. 12s. Get ready to have your hearts absolutely shattered and then put back together again, because Tyler Lockett, yes, that Tyler Lockett is officially a free agent after being released by the Tennessee Titans. And guess what? The Seattle Seahawks are being mentioned as a potential landing spot for the most emotional reunion in franchise history. CBS Sports' Jordan D. Johnny dropped this bombshell that has every single 12 wondering if we're about to witness the impossible. Tyler Lockett coming home to where he belongs. This isn't just any receiver we're talking about. This is the man who gave us 10 incredible seasons, 661 catches, 8,594 receiving yards, and 61 touchdowns while wearing our colors with pride and passion. Only Steve Larent, Hall of Fame. Steve Larent has more receptions, yards, and receiving touchdowns in Seahawks history. Let that sink in for a second. 12 elves. Lockett isn't just a former player, he's Seahawks royalty. And the thought of him putting on that green and blue jersey one more time is enough to bring tears to grown fans' eyes. Now, let's be honest about our current situation. We've got Jackson Smith-Jigba absolutely tearing up the league. With 696 receiving yards leading the NFL, Cooper Kupp bringing veteran leadership and clutch playmaking, and Torrey Horton showing serious promise as our future. Do we need Lockett? Maybe not. Do we want him? Every 12 in existence is screaming yes at the top of their lungs. General Manager John Schneider left the door wide open when Lockett was originally released, telling him to go out and see what's shaking on the market, and we'll stay in touch. Those words are echoing through the Pacific Northwest right now as 12s everywhere are praying that Schneider picks up that phone and brings our beloved Lockett home. Here's what makes this even more incredible. Lockett, at 33 years old, still has gas left in the tank last season, even while dealing with the chaos of a transitional year. He put up 49 catches for 600 yards and the touchdowns. Imagine what he could do reunited with Sam Darnold and surrounded by the weapons we have now. The depth, the veteran presence, the emotion of having him back would be absolutely unstoppable. 12 elves. We're competing with the Las Vegas Raiders, Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots, and San Francisco 49ers for Lockett services. But none of those teams can offer what we can home. This is where Tyler Lockett became a legend, where he had 4 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons from 2019 to 2022, and where he belongs for what could be the final chapter of his incredible career. The sentimental value alone would be worth it. But don't sleep on what Lockett could bring to a championship chase. His route running is still elite, his hands are still reliable, and his knowledge of this organization could be the missing piece that pushes us over the top. 12 elves. Smash that like button if you want to see Tyler Lockett back in Seattle. Drop a comment with your favorite Lockett memory and subscribe, because if this reunion happens, you're going to want to be here for every single moment. The energy in the Pacific Northwest is absolutely electric right now. And with our defense getting healthy, Riq Woolen playing at an elite level, and the possibility of Tyler Lockett coming home, this could be the season that brings a championship back to the Emerald City. Are you ready to ride with the 12s on this incredible journey? Because this is just the beginning.